Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing the Fibonacci EMA indicator. But before we do, if you have not watched our first video and the videos after that, you need to go do that now. At the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. And as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down below. You can also find a link to sign up for TradingView down below. If you use the link below, you will save a little bit of money. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Discord is a free group communication platform. On our Discord server, we are having great conversations about all things regarding trading. One of the biggest struggles on this channel is people who use other platforms like MT4 being able to follow along. Sometimes it can be hard to find the indicators we are using on other platforms. And so on our Discord server, I have created a channel for indicator creation. And on that channel, I pinned links to freelancers who can code indicators for MT or for TradingView. So if you don't want to create a TradingView account, you can hire a freelancer for a really small fee and have them code an indicator for the MT platform. Or if you are on TradingView and need an indicator created, something unique or an indicator for a system you have developed, you can also have them code PineScript. So use the link for either MT4 coding or use the link for PineScript. Lastly, I get a lot of people that are asking me for the entire list of all the winning indicators that we have tested to date. And whereas I am not a big proponent of gatekeeping information, I've put a lot of time and effort into creating the content on my YouTube channel. And so I don't think it is too much to ask for the viewers to go through and view the content that I've spent a lot of time creating. Now, if you are not interested in supporting our channel by going back and watching the content that I have created, then I have developed a solution for you. I've created a Patreon account. I will put a link to it down below in the description. If you sign up for Patreon and you sign up for the $9 a month account, I will send you the full list of tested and winning indicators to date. I will also send you an updated list of the indicators that we are testing at the end of each week. Now, of course, you have to stay subscribed to the $9 subscription, monthly subscription, to continue to receive the updated list of indicators. But that way it will provide me with the support that I need to continue to provide the free content that I am putting out for everybody to view. Now, if you just love the channel in general and want to support us, then there is also a lower, I think $3 Patreon subscription that you can sign up for that will also help support the channel and keep things going so that way I can continue to produce the content and the open information that we are creating here in this channel and in our Discord server. Again, if you have not signed up for our Discord, then you need to do that as well. It is a absolutely free platform where we have real-time ability to chat and have conversations about trading. And again, if you want to support the channel with Patreon, then you can find the link down below in the description. All right, as I said, today we will be testing the Fibonacci EMA indicator. But before we do, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everyone to see. So, to date, we have tested 157 indicators, and out of those 157 indicators, 64 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set for them. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you could take any one of these 64 indicators and get out there and start potentially profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. All right. So, as I said, today's indicator is the Fibonacci EMA indicator. You can see it here on screen. It looks very similar to something like the alligator indicator or the multi-EMA indicator, so on. And so basically we have these multiple different lines, and they are all EMA, so exponential moving averages, and they are plotted at different periods. And so I believe what the creator has done, and this is a TradingView member created indicator, and so of course you can find a link to it down below in the description. But I believe what they have done is they have matched the period with some of the most popular Fibonacci levels. And so that would hence to the name, the Fibonacci EMA. And so we have tested a couple indicators like this before, and we've ran through a rather extensive test of moving averages in general. And so we've all in all put moving averages to the test quite a bit. Now, whenever I run across indicators like this, I often will go ahead and test them again because typically the creator will make minor tweaks to how their indicator is set up. And so sometimes it can be, a different moving average. Sometimes it can be a different combination of moving averages. Sometimes it can be moving averages on different periods that we haven't thought about testing before, and so on. There's almost an infinite number of ways that moving averages can be tested and put together in different ways. And so obviously the challenge is finding the best way to plot moving averages, whether it be periods, whether it be multiple moving averages, crossovers, what have you. And so anytime I run across a indicator that has, like I said, moving averages and plotted in specific ways, I always feel like it's necessary to go ahead and give them a test, even though we've tested lots of moving averages before, just because it stands to reason that maybe they are doing it in a way that we haven't thought about, and maybe their way works better than any way that we have currently tested. And so that's why again you'll see me often go ahead and test moving averages or indicators that are based around moving averages, even though we have done this multiple times before. And so again, you can see here the moving averages plotted. They once again they kind of fan out, kind of similar to the alligator. If the alligator indicator, if you have seen that at all, it's very similar to that, to where you have these multiple moving averages, and as price action is going into downtrends and uptrends, these moving averages are swinging up or down other moving averages, and they are creating different signals. And so this particular one also has the smiley faces. I know they're kind of hard to see. Let me zoom in on them here. See the smiley faces there? And so the like a lot of indicators, the creator of this indicator was not very specific on how it was intended to be used. And so again, said it multiple times before, probably one of the most frustrating parts about testing indicators is that, you know, I can't jump into the mind of the creator. And whereas some indicators are pretty easy to figure out, other indicators can be a challenge, especially when they start adding in little novelties like the smiley faces, for example. Now, I did go into the code and take a glance at it to see if I could figure out, you know, what these smiley faces signified. And it does appear as though they are crosses of specific moving averages on specific periods. And so let's jump to the code here just as an example. And so, for example, the smiley face with the tongue sticking out, it appears to be a crossover of the 5 period and cross the 5 period crossing over the 13 period. And then the kind of crazy face, smiley face, is a crossover of the 5 period crossing over the 21 period. And the heart eye smiley face is a crossover, the 5 crossing over the 34. And so obviously the creator had, you know, some plan for the smiley faces being involved in the signals to go either long or short. And so again, it gets a little challenging when can't really see into the mind of the creator, and I just, you know, kind of have to you know, dissect these things on my own. And to make things even stranger, for some reason over here on the switch to a downtrend, smiley faces didn't appear. And so kind of strange. I'm not sure if it it appears, I believe what the creator has done is they have coded it to where yeah, it doesn't specifically say in the code, but it appears as though what the creator has done is they have coded it to where it's only calling crossover to the upside and not the downside. And so really strange. Sometimes creators will put these weird little novelties into indicators and, you know, not really intend for them to be used for anything, but the smiley faces definitely serve a purpose in this. Now, with all that being said, I think the best approach to this is going to be really paying more attention to the fastest plotted line versus the slowest plotted line. And of course, there's multiple ways that you could attempt to trade this indicator, to be honest. I mean, you could use these different moving averages as, kind of support and resistance. And so as for example, as there's a downtrend and a pullback, then, these moving averages act as resistance to the upside, and you could look to trade reversals going back down. You could, you could wait until specific moving averages cross at specific times. I mean, again, it's super challenging without a lot of direction, and so we kind of just got to pick a method and stick with it. First and foremost, I believe I'm going to turn off these smiley faces because they're not doing us much good when they seem to only be working for uptrends. And then the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and turn these off and see what we can get out of this type setup. And the reason why I kind of narrowed in on these versus, so what we could say is, we could say the orange line here needs to cross over the red, but by the time that happens, there is a lot of movement. Just kind of going back and looking. Yeah, there's just, you're missing out on a lot of the move by the time it does finally cross. Put you so far out, it just doesn't seem to make sense. You could do, one of the middle moving averages, but it just really seems to make the most sense doing the fastest, which would be this dark green versus the red type setup, and testing it that way. And so with all that being said, and now that we have some kind of idea as to what we're going to do with this thing, let's go ahead and get on with the testing process and see what we can get out of this indicator. I don't know how many signals it's going to give us in a year's time. Doesn't seem like it's going to be a lot, but seem to be relatively solid signals by the time we get across. The trend seems to be pretty well established. Man, it really is just not going to give us many signals at all. Didn't think it'd be this bad, but there's our first signal there. That one did not work out in our favor. It crosses back above over here. That one also did not work out in our favor. Then it crosses down there. Gets us stopped out on a pullback. Go ahead and keep on running it here and see what we get. See, say across there. That looks to be our first winning signal out of it. And pick up, whoa. There's a crazy spike to the upside there. Let's see if this one got us to take profit. Looks like it barely did. So second winning trade. Oh, and then of course there was this spike to the upside. Let's measure this one out because it would have been right here technically. Yeah, that would have stopped us out. That one. Alright, go ahead and continue on here. Picked up a few more signals. It wasn't looking too great there for a little while. I was thinking this is going to be a 1 or 2 signal indicator again, like some of them we have tested, but it definitely seems like it's picking up some steam. We're in October now. It's plugging along. Price action has moved way up. Definitely strong push to the upside. Starting to roll over here. A reversal type price action setup. Probably going to push its way down a little bit. Surprised it hasn't come down. There it goes. Come down to the line yet. It finally brought itself back down. And we picked up another winning trade on that one. Close to the end of the year. Let's see if we're going to pick up another signal, or if that is going to be it. Nope, we did not get another one. Alright, so that's what we got for the trades. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and we only have 3 winning trades. And so yeah, that did not do too well. Yeah, I mean, the problem with an indicator like this is that, one, it doesn't give enough signals, and two, by the time it does give signals, it is often well into the move and seems to catch the point right as strong pullbacks are starting to take place. And so definitely not the best way to trade. And I mean, you're really just missing out on a lot of moves that you could be capitalizing on. And so yeah, just all in all, not a great setup, not fast enough, and timing is really off on this thing. And so that's kind of the problem that we run into often with moving average indicators. Kind of the same thing where the timing just seems to be off. It doesn't get us in quite fast enough, and you know, if you speed up the signals, then you often will get really beat up in choppy markets. And so all in all, like I said, it's just not the best way to trade. And so yeah, at this point, this one's going to go on the no list, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the next indicator from here.
If you have not already, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. As part of the team, it's important that you are seeing the new videos as they come out so you know what it is that we are discussing and what indicators we are testing, have tested, and have not tested. Also, like usual, there is a link below in the description to the Discord server. You can join us on Discord so that way we can further discuss the indicators and have discussions as we move forward building our trading system. And lastly, like usual, there is a link below to TradingView. If you like what you see whenever I use TradingView and you are interested in signing up for TradingView, if you use the link below and sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money. So, all right, everybody, I will see you on the next video.